Today we'll see the third unit from discrete mathematics. The name of the unit is permutation and combination. So in this unit we are using the counting methods to find out the permutation and combination. So the counting method used for this permutation and combination is factorial. So let's see some example. Example 1. So student is to roll a die and flip a coin. So there is a die you aware with we are using for in a game. So in slider and snake game. So here that die is having a 6 faces and there are 6 different things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be there, and coin is with 2 faces, that is head and tail. So here in this example student is doing this both, that is rolling a die and flipping a coin at the same time. So if you see the sample set, means possible outcome for the coin, that is nothing but 2, that is head and tail. And if you see the samples space for the die, that is possible outcome for the die after rolling, that is 1 to 6. And here simultaneously both things are happening or did by the student. So possible outcome is like this, that is 1 head and head, 2 and head, 3 and head, 4 and head, 5 and head, and 6 and head, and 1 and tail, 2 and tail, 3 and tail, 4 and tail, 5 and tail, and 6 and tail. These are the possible outcomes. So this is the possible outcomes for this example. If you see the second example, so this is the word which having a 3 letter, that is ABC. These 3 ABC letters, we can, how many ways we can arrange the letters in this word. So first, number of choices for first blank will be 3, that is any one of the letter we can put into first place, that is A or B or C. Second place, remaining 2 letter we can put, so second blank space will having a 2 choices and only one letter is remaining, so third blank place having a choices 1. So in this example we can find out number of arrangement of the letters A, B, C using the formula, that is n factorial. That is, in this case n value is nothing but 3. There are 3 letters, so 3 into 2 into 1, that is 6 number of ways we can arrange the letters from the given word, that is ABC. So permutation is these are the example of permutations where the arrangement, we are arranging the atoms, given atoms, in a particular order. So here order is important, content is not important, order is important. So every different order will be the distinct arrangement of the elements. So the number of permutation of n atoms chosen, second way of permutation is that so there are given atom is nothing but n value, and we can choose a particular number of atom from the given atoms. That is, suppose the number of permutation of n atoms chosen r at a time is given by the formula. So for in that case, formula for permutation is npr is equal to n factorial upon n minus r factorial, where r is greater than equal to 0 and r is lesser than is equal to n. In this case we are taking r number of atoms from the given atom set at a time, and then we are finding the number of arrangement. So this arrangement we can find out using the formula n factorial upon n minus r factorial. So take an example. So sim means arranging 2 alphabet from the ABC. Here we can take 2 number of alphabet from the given set of atoms at a time. So in that case n value is nothing but 3 and r value is nothing but 2. So number of arrangement using in such condition is that 6. So it is obtained or calculated using the formula, that is 3p2, that is npr, is equal to 3 factorial upon 3 minus 2 factorial, and it gives the result as a 6. Next example, where a combination lock will open when the right choice of 3 numbers from 1 to 30 inclusive is selected. How many different lock combinations are possible assuming no number is repeated? So in this case 1 to 30 number is given. It's nothing but n value, n is 30, and for lock, you know you are aware with the combination lock, where particular letter or digit combination can be used for lock as a lock key, and if that combination is arrived only then that particular lock will be open. So here combination lock key is set using the 1 to 30 number, and at a time we are taking 3 number for locking or unlocking that particular lock. So how many different lock combination are possible in this situation, in this case, when n value is 30? So simply use a permutation formula, that is npr, where n is 30 and r is 3. So just insert the values into the formula, so you will get this n factorial upon n minus r factorial. So it will give the result, that is 24,360 possible combination for this lock. We can set this many combination we can use to lock this particular lock. Then next term is circular permutation. So circular permutation, where we are arranging the elements in circular format. That is the difference. In linear we are arranging the atoms in linear fashion, here we are arranging the atoms in circular fashion. So formula is slightly changed to find number of arrangement. In this case, suppose there are 6 atoms, so in that case circular arrangement will be n factorial upon n. In normal linear fashions we know that formula is n factorial only. Here we are dividing the n factorial by n in case of circular arrangement. So consider the example of this circular arrangement. 6 students are sitting around a circular table in the cafeteria. How many different seating arrangement are there? So 6 students are there, means n value is 6. So 6 factorial upon 6 will be the answer. So output is 120. Now next term in this counting is that combination. Combination is arrangement of atoms in which order does not matter. So it is different from permutation, where in case of permutation order is important. In case of combination it is also the arrangement, but order does not matter. The number of combination of n atoms chosen r at a time is given by the formula, that is n factorial upon n minus r factorial into r factorial. So NCR, this is NCR. Okay, so where r is greater than is equal to 0 and r is lesser than is equal to n. So consider the example. To play a particular card game, each player is dealt 5 cards from a standard deck of 52 cards. How many different hands are possible? So here player, you know that these cards, there are 52 cards are there, and out of these 52 cards 5 cards will be taken by the player at a time. So how many different hands are possible? So in this case n value is nothing but 52 and r value is nothing but 5. So just put the values into the formula, that is 52 factorial upon 5 factorial into 52 minus 5. So you will get answer is nothing but 25,98,960 possible hands are there in such condition. Next example, for combination, a student must answer 3 out of 5 is as the questions on a test. In how many different ways can the student select the questions? So there are 5 questions, and out of this student can answer or must answer 3 questions at a time. So how many different ways can the student select the questions? It is also the problem of combination. Here order is not matter. So any 3 questions he can answer at a time. Order is not matter means which question he selected first, then second and third. It's not matter here in this example. So you can solve this using the combination formula. So 5C3 is equal to 5 factorial upon 5 minus 3 factorial into 3 factorial. So it will give the result. After solving this, you will get 10 as an answer. Means there are 10 different ways to select 3 questions out of the 5 questions. Now, up till now we seen single systems, but if multiple systems are or multiple procedures are there, in that case we can use the rules of product and sums. So these rules we will see one by one. So product rule: if we need to perform procedure 1 and procedure 2, there are n1 ways to perform procedure 1 and n2 ways to perform procedure 2. There are n1 into n2 ways to perform procedure 1 and procedure 2. Means it is a rule of product. When these systems, means system 1 and system 2, system 1 having that is procedure 1 and procedure 2, procedure 1 having n1 different ways to perform, and procedure 2 having n2 different ways to perform, and if it is simultaneously happen, in that case we have to product it, that is n1 into n2 ways to perform procedure 1 and procedure 2. Sum rule: in case of sum rule, if need to perform either procedure 1 or procedure 2, there are n1 ways to perform procedure 1 and n2 ways to perform procedure 2. There are n1 plus n2 ways to perform procedure 1 or procedure 2. Here sum rule is for or, means here either procedure 1 is will be performed or procedure 2 will be performed, but not simultaneously. So that's why or is used. So this or is an exclusive or, one choice or the other but not both. That is important difference between the product and sum rule. So here number of ways, if we are performing procedure 1 or procedure 2, will be obtained by using the formula, that is n1 plus n2. We'll see examples. How many vehicle number plates can be made if each plate contains 2 different letters followed by 3 different digits? It is regarding the number plate which is used for the vehicles. So how it is created? So in this case, what they are saying, that number plate contains 2 different letters. Initially letters are there, and which is followed by 3 different digits. So how many different ways or how many different vehicle numbers, how many vehicle number plate can be made with this given condition? So we know that number of digits is nothing but 0 to 9, that is 10, and number of alphabet from English is nothing but 26. So 2 different letters are made, means here order is important. That's why it is a problem of permutation. So one system 26p2 ways and 3 different digits are combined in 10p3 ways. The 10 is nothing but number of digits and 3 ways we can combine. So total number of plates is equal to 26p2 into 10p3. It is collectively taken, means both is required. That's why product rule is used. And output of this problem is 4,68,000 different number plate can be obtained or created using this type of permutation. Okay, so this is the example of product rule.